Good afternoon, everyone from Toronto, and welcome to our first ever Methodify webinar, which we're going to be holding quarterly for all of our Methodify clients. Please note that this session is being recorded and will be sent to everyone who registered for today's webinar by email. It'll also be housed on the Methodify platform. My name is Melissa Hugh, and I lead client success for Delvinia for the Methodify offering. And really my primary mandate is to make sure that everyone who accesses the platform, their use of it is optimal. And one of the key applications of that is making sure that everyone knows how to use it. So these sessions are one opportunity for us to create training, and they're really meant to be quick training sessions that highlight a section of the platform. And the reason why we're doing this is really to have our clients know and understand how to use the new methods, features, and functions that we're continuously introducing onto the platform. Our client base is also expanding, and regardless of how many projects you run or how much you spend with us, we still acknowledge everybody needs to understand how to use the platform in an optimal way. So before we get started, I just wanted to take a step back and let everyone know or remind everyone what Methodify is. It's a research technology platform that houses and connects market research methods to your audience and automated real-time reporting. The methods can be selected from our menu of standardized tools like idea screening, concept testing, and Vox Pop Me, or they can be tailored for your organization, including our clients' automated proprietary methods and survey builder. So here are some of the applications of automated methods our clients are using to move their company initiatives forward. So standard methods, those that are available to all clients who access the platform, or proprietary methods, which are customized and available to specific client groups. There's also a number of applications that our clients have found our survey builder offering a really good fit for. So what's new on Methodify? Today, we're going to talk about our optimized reporting section of Methodify. And the reason why we're introducing these new features is because we really want to amp up what we're doing for reporting. It's such an important part of our offering and such an important part of our clients' roles, but we acknowledge that we haven't had a huge focus on reporting before. So this is actually the start of what we're building. What we're revealing to you today are actually features that are in beta. So you'll be able to toggle between the classic view that you've come to know and love and these new optimized reporting features. What we're really hoping is that you'll navigate the new reporting features and send me or anyone on the Methodify team your feedback on how we can make it better for your needs. In improving on Methodify's reporting capabilities, we want to enable our clients to spend more time using the results and consulting with their teams and stakeholders versus pouring through data in order to seek out trends. So with that, I'm just going to jump over to the platform. And when I log into the platform, this is what I see. And you should see something similar, except it'll have your projects and your balance of what's available to you. So this is what I can see. It is a demo account. And for the purpose of today's session, I'm just going to jump into the final report for this closed out project, which is one of our standardized tests, the monadic concept test. So I'm going to click on final report. And what I get automatically is the classic view. And this is very standard, what you would typically see and what you have been seeing for the last few years. What you'll notice now, however, is that there's a little tab at the top that says Methodify version 2.0 beta is available, try it now. And when you click here, it brings you to the new reporting layout. If this is not what you want to review for your purposes, you could also switch back to the previous version if that's what you are used to for now. So the first thing you'll notice about the layout is that the reporting takes up more real estate on the screen, and this allows you to see more of your data with less effort. In addition, we've also locked the filters, the gender, region, and age filters on the left-hand side. So they're always available to you regardless of where you're scrolling on the screen. We heard from our users that they wanted quicker access to their key metrics, which is why we've listed them like this, with the graphs defaulted to a collapsed view. So if you click on these arrows, it'll show you each of the slides, and you'll be able to view multiple slides in this way if you want to. In addition, if you click back on that arrow, it'll collapse the view for that slide once again. So now I'm going to highlight the new Story Builder feature. And before I do that, I just wanted to note that the automatic view when you come into this section of the site is an all respondents view, or for total. And what you're able to do under filter is filter by any one of these key groups and click on apply filters, and all of a sudden all of the findings are filtered on that particular group. You're able to export either the full report or the executive summary in PowerPoint or PDF so that the entire report for Ontario can be exported for you. Or if we go back to the all respondents view, we're able to go into one of the metrics and split chart by so that we can see this chart for total and all of the different subgroups that are available for each of age, region, and gender. So let's go back to Story Builder. If you hover over kind of these 4 tiles, you'll notice that it says Stories, and that is the introduction to Story Builder. We wanted to build this feature for you mainly to increase collaboration and knowledge sharing within your team. And currently, this feature works within a single study, but we'll be focusing on this in the short term to refine it, including being able to bring together stories across multiple studies. So here's how you use it. Note that we're on the all respondents view. What I want to do is create a story. So I already have a couple of stories that I've started on, and I'm able to export them if I wanted to in either PowerPoint or PDF. But for the purpose of today, I'm going to create a new story. So I'm just going to say that this story is around males and how they are evaluating these particular IKEA concepts. And when I create that story, this is the screen that appears. We're able to see that there's a title slide that automatically generates, which the story title automatically populated on the top. We can add new slides, etc. When we bring in charts from the other view, which we will do in a moment, they will be loaded onto this section of the screen. So let's go back and do that. So right now, we've got the all respondents view. I'm going to add this insight slide in all respondents to my story. So I'm just going to click on this plus button, and I'm going to name this. I'm going to add it to my story that I've titled Males and add content to stories catalog. Or if I hadn't already created that particular story, I would click on create new story, and it would prompt me to create a new title to a new story. So I've added this content successfully to the story. And now what I can do is I can filter the entire report on males. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Right now on all respondents, you'll notice The insight scores are 72.05, 62.08, and 59.23. When I check off males and apply filters, it dynamically changes. So the insights are actually how each of these concepts perform among males. So this one still performs quite well, but now the ordering of the last two change. So what I want to do here is add this to my stories. And I click the check. Now what I want to know is what's driving the performance of the sneaker concept to perform better among males. So one of the metrics that feeds into it is overall likability. So for now, I'm just going to go back to my all respondents view and apply filters. I'm going to look at overall likability, and the default is to look at totals, but I want to split this chart by gender. And it's the sneaker concept again that I'm interested in here. So here I see that they do perform higher, the concept performs higher among males than it does among females, 61 to 50. So I'm gonna add this to my story because that's one of the key drivers of the concept performing better among males. I'm gonna click to add it to my mail story and add content to stories catalog, and it was able to successfully add to my story. So now let me go into the story section of the reporting module. I'm going to click mails to get into my story. So now I've got slides available in order to build out my story here on the left. And note that we do have a distinction between insight slides and chart slides. So the insight slides being that first slide, that aggregated score that shows who the winner and the losers are. And then the charts being kind of those metrics to back it up, like liking and relevance and expensiveness, etc. So that really also comes into play when we add new slides, because we have slides that are appropriate and can only be used for those insight slides, and we have slides that are appropriate and can only be used for chart slides. So if I wanted to have an insight slide, I could not import a chart slide and input the insights into that. So what I'm going to do first is insert an insight slide layout. So this is what I've got. I've got a header, and I've got an area where I can put in text, a chart, a picture, or an insight. So what I want to do is insert the insight in this particular chart. So already, automatically, it expands on the insight charts that are available to me. So to build out my story, I want to see the title. And I like to always have some sort of commentary. So I'm just going to write in, sneaker is the winner for total respondents. So that is the first slide of my story. Next, I want to show how that changes or doesn't change with males. And again, I need to insert an insight slide, click on this light bulb, insert insight, click on the slide that I want and click insert. So now for males, same, sneaker is the winner, but the order has changed. And I'd like to include that in my narrative at the top. Males evaluate sneaker as the winner, but boot and platform switch order. So you'll notice that the changes automatically save. I don't have to click anything. So right now I want to insert a slide with a supporting chart. So what I'm going to do is choose a chart layout. So for the purpose of the demo, I'm just going to choose this one for now. And what I want to do is insert a chart, and automatically that expands on the charts that are available to me for this particular slide type. So I'm going to click on insert, and it automatically goes into this half of the slide where I've clicked. And if I wanted to on this half, I could include a narrative, or I could include a picture. So that is what I am going to do for now, just to show you that we can. And again, my changes automatically save and I don't have to change a thing. What I can also do is reorder the slides if I wanted to. And at the end of it all, when I'm done, I can export it. I can also share it with my team members, and they can contribute to the building of the story. So why don't I go ahead and export this report in PowerPoint. And here is what you get as kind of a standard deliverable for what we've built out in Story Builder. And you can work on it from there. Okay, so now I'm just going to toggle back to my PowerPoint. So we've been really busy in the past few months introducing this new reporting layout that I just took you through, as well as a few new offerings, our digital experience concept test method, which you can use to test your new website and mobile app concepts, as well as the ad testing methods, which are available in both monadic and sequential monadic options. In addition, we've got crosstabs, which will have built-in significance testing, custom questions, which we're going to be able to add to our automated methods, whether it's standard or proprietary for our clients. Methodify support is going to be introduced in the very short term, where we'll be centrally housing on the platform frequently asked questions, any sort of support documents, these webinars, request features, and so much more. And lastly, new communication vehicles, where we'll be able to let you know any of the changes in terms of new methods and features in platform and by email. In addition, we're always looking for new and interesting technology to connect to our clients, and these are the latest three: Persona Panels, Knowledge Hound, and Bloomfire. We're currently piloting them, and the intention is for them to be connected to Methodify in the short to medium terms. So thank you all so much for attending. This concludes today's webinar. Remember to test our new beta version of the optimized reporting layout and features, and keep that feedback coming on this and any of the available features or methods. We want to continuously improve on them for you. Our next webinar is scheduled for February, so look out for that invitation closer to the date. And feel free to send your suggestions on topics, or if you have any questions with regard to the new features I discussed today, send them to me or anyone on the Methodify team. Lastly, just want to give you all a heads up that we have a CSAT survey going out in the next couple of business days, and we really want you to let us know how we're doing, both in terms of how the platform is operating, as well as the service levels we're providing for you. And for those of you in Toronto, our Research Tech Breakfast event is happening on December the 3rd, where we'll be discussing the future of knowledge sharing with Knowledge Hound and Bloomfire. Thanks again, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your day.